Hi guys, how you doing? Is me, Nelson Taylor, Brendan's pops here. Trying to get myself a little organized, a little better, so you guys to be able to see me and be able to talk. And I was moving up and down, and the other nerves of the way I was sitting with Ashley. And believe me, it was not fun to be jumping up and down. He's constantly moving, so I try to make adjustments to make it better. Um, for all three that are in here. Let me see what's going on first. Haters kind of gonna hate. Yeah, they're all gonna hate. The big issue is, like I say, why is everybody hating on Joshua? Before I go on, uh, let me know what city, what state, what country you're from, and I'll give you a big shout out. If you want to give a super chat to the channel, you can also do that. Uh, I just hit the like. We appreciate it. What's going on? Everything. Anyways, getting back to what I was saying, why people are hating on Joshua. The two main culprits that I see that are really hating on Joshua, both of them are guilty in their own way for not facing Joshua. To face Joshua, we're gonna start with the Bronze Bomber. Hey, what's up, Chicago, Illinois? Get that hit like, how you doing, man? How's everything, the family, brother? How you doing? Ishmael, how you doing? Also, yeah, basically, Bronze Bomber. Um, for a guy that's got the WC belt, he just what's going on? What's happening, brother? What's going on? How you doing, Kamel? How you doing from Nigeria? Um, basically, like I was saying, for Bronze Bomber to have the WC for the longest time, and for actually Muhammad Ali for the consecutive defenses that he made on the belt, he's constant. I mean, I think that bashing should be able to bashing. He's constantly bashing Joshua for whatever it is. He had an opportunity to fight Ruiz. Why is constantly why is he constantly bashing Joshua? I mean, Joshua did the right thing. He came in there, he fought his fight, he made adjustments like a champion. Um, he fought the sweet science of boxing, hit and don't get hit. People are claiming that he's you know LeBron ran and hit, or hit and hold, and jab and hold, and that was all he did. He kept running, and he kept staying on his bike. And I totally disagree with Joshua. If a champion gets defeated the way he got defeated by a surprising opponent that he didn't even expect, he was expected to defeat, and the way that he got beat, it was not really good. So you can't really say that what he was doing was wrong. I mean, you calling him now, Anthony Wilder, saying that he's a follower, and it was a born fight, and so forth and so forth. And to be honest, when Joshua went to talk to Klitschko, a lot of it had to do with nutrition. He gave him some tips on certain things, and it was fighting, gave him advice for us. At some point, we all got to make adjustments in our life, and why not him? And he's great. Everybody that comes watching automatically thinks that you have to go ahead and you have to go ahead and and go for the knockout, or hurt the person, or see blood, or see violence. Society sometimes it's not always going to be that. There's going to be fights where you have to change your game plan and get adjusted to certain things, and realize that it's not always a knockout or bloody big fight. It's just a fact that that you have to uh, beat the opponent that beat you a certain way, and have a strategy for it. And if that was his strategy, so be it. And people need to respect that. I mean, but Brown coming out there saying that uh, Joshua was just running, just like Klitschko, holding, jabbing, this and that. Then you got a big Miller, and that one. Big Bill should be mad at. Nobody told him take multiple drugs and fail the test, and it he came out. He should be mad at himself. I mean, that's who he should be mad about, not be mad at Joshua because Joshua, uh, won the belts. Who took your place, you couldn't be able to do it because you game. Can't respect that at all. And so, for all 5 of you that are in, please go ahead and hit that like button. See it that way. You got to see the way it out. Messages. I'm not going to say that, Lawrence. I don't say that. Right now, he just came out and said that right after the fight that he through scene and all the other channels that I've been going on that he literally will fight Bronze Bomber, and Bronze Bomber's now saying, "Oh, you need to come and sign the papers with me." So it's going back and forth. That Josh already called him out. I think right now, I think it's more the ball's more on Bronze Bomber's court to take action and do what's right, and he's not doing that. You know what I mean? All doing is talking. Look at how long he's been waiting to fight the mandatory of Dylan White, and that hasn't happened. But yeah, he can sit here and just throw jabs at Joshua. Why don't you just man out, grab this, go sign whatever the contract, and you both and make the fight. Fight Joshua. Joshua, I don't care. Facts are facts. Joshua got 3 belts compared to your 1. Bottom line, he's the A side, and you're still the B side. So that's what I'm saying. People should understand that and understand that Joshua do not wrong. I don't think the fight, defensive fight. He didn't know how Ruiz going to come in this time. He definitely going to stop there and what's up, Blue Sky? He was not just going to stand there. Hi, Smoke. How you doing? 7076. Just sit there and not be, sit there and just go for the knock or fight with Ruiz when Ruiz knocked him out how many times in that first fight. I mean, if anybody want to talk about somebody, Jarrell Miller, take responsibility for yourself, big baby. And we know we're a big supporter of you on this channel, but take responsibility for yourself. You're not even doing that. You're being just like Bronze Bomber, making excuses. Excuses don't mean anything. Actually, let's go, Blue Sky. How you doing? And so at the end of the day, that's what it's about. What Blue Sky say? Let me see what he says. Okay, whatever the case may be, if it was AJ that ducked Wilder or whatever, if Wilder believes in himself so much and he's got that devastating knockout, make the fight happen. You know what I mean? You want those belts so bad. I don't know match with Fury or not. Go ahead, Joshua. Go after Joshua and get. I mean, stop talking and pointing negativity and take responsibility for yourself. And you're not doing that when you're sitting here pointing different things. And then you got Jarrell Big Baby Miller saying that he basically the hypocrites, him and Eddie Hearns are hypocrites. How are they hypocrites? I mean, you screwed yourself, Jarrell Miller. You screwed yourself, and you can't live. You did it to yourself. You tried to cheat the game, and I always believe when you cheat something and you try to beat the system, whether it's at work or where you are, eventually the system's going to catch up to you. Jarrell Miller, up to you. Stop crying, and just like your name says, stop being a big baby. Fess up and give Joshua his respect, because he didn't cheat you. You cheat yourself. I was just hearing one of the other channels. I was hearing on Seconds Out, Radio Ahim, kudos to this channel, and they were talking to Dylan White prior to his fight. He had the other day when he beat he said that he was saying that he believes that Joshua is on PEDs and da. Doesn't matter what he is. Just understand. You stay in your lane. You got cleared up from UK anti-doping body of boxing in the UK, and the British Council that became clean that you actually were not cheating in boxing, and they actually suspended your mandated fights with so Eddie Hearns is trying to get Dylan White to get to the position where he was since he came out from those tests that people AJ fight. There's a lot of comments. One orders really critical was Josh Taylor. He said that Joshua stayed on the bike too long. Fair game. I'm happy he won, but that he was on the bike too long, and he felt that he still be if he ever fought Fury or Wilder, that he would still be vulnerable, very vulnerable to actually either Fury or Wilder. He enjoyed that he will lose. Then you have Lewis, the last undisputed heavyweight champion, that came out and he actually really did. I mean, they've had him and Wilder, him and Josh has had, they have disagreements. But one thing that Lennox pointed out, and he brought it out, he said that it was actually that he backs up Joshua. I said not every fight is going to be a bloody fight, knockout, and that he was right. He did what he thought was comfortable for him to win the fight. So kudos to him. They got Lennox Lewis backing him up. You have other fighters that are also backing up Joshua. So I mean, but when you got Lennox Lewis saying that, that's good. But people should be saying is Maurice was the one that cheated everybody in the fight. He came in the trainer Ellis was saying that and Big Bear Lake, he was saying that he used to work with Ruiz before he dropped him, and he was saying that Ruiz had a mentality of being lazy. He didn't want to put in his time in, so he got what he deserved. And so everybody should be mad at Ruiz for not coming the same way he came in the first fight. And he was overweight, and he caused the fight to be the way it is. It's not Joshua. Joshua just adjusted to him so he wouldn't get knocked out. That's what people should be getting the case on, but they're not. They're always hitting on Joshua. And don't get me wrong, here we say it the way we say it. And I just don't think it's right for Jarrell Big Baby to say anything. Okay, first of all, Mick, let's see real quick. 7-7, bronze spot Mohammed. I've been saying this like the last couple of years. If you ask my son, he'll tell straight up. I've been saying for the last couple of years, one of the biggest problems that Wild has is his team. His team is not backing him up. His team is promoting him the way he should be promoted. Eddie Hearns, and in your career, that much money in a fight, then you raise pennies for whatever you want. But your team never got you that money. So whatever's Eddie Hearns offered you was more than you will ever get from your team. And I honestly feel that Wilder will never go up or get better promotion or more endorsements the way other promoters do their boxes. You can say whatever you want about Eddie Hearns. Go look at Josh's bank account. Go look at Josh's bank account and then compare it to what Wilder got. Wilder got beans. Wilder I respect him. He's loyal to stay with El Heyman, stay with them and Showtime. But they're not looking out for them. They're not looking out for him. They're looking for the best interest of themselves, not actually Wilder. Wilder's blinded by that. Okay. I'm arguing your opinion and everything. What I'm getting at is that literally you know Josh is for his benefit. I'm saying Josh for benefit needs to change, period. I'm now. You see how much money Josh from fights plus his endorsements. Crazy, you know why? Because Eddie Hearns promotes him, and Eddie Hearns does what he's supposed to as a promoter. I don't know what more I can tell Wilder. When he's gonna realize it when he can't, when he's past his prime and he can't fight nobody. Think about it. Yeah, man. I just think sometimes changes, Mikhail 7-7, changes is the greatest thing that you could do for yourself, and I think Wilder needs to do that, and he will see how much more money he make, how much more improved he will be, and how more financially set he's going to be. But he's got his faith in all these other people instead of trying to make change sometime. And sometimes your loyalty sometimes will hurt you in the end because all those people are pulling their money in their own pocket. That's just how I see it. Yeah, man, you're right about that. Um, Miller should just be quiet, man. I mean, he should. I mean, he did it to himself. He's mad because he couldn't. He didn't fight Ruiz did. But you know what? You did that to yourself. Nobody did it for you. For all your 14 on you, please hit that like button if you haven't. I greatly appreciate it. Um, and he did it to himself, and literally, I mean, he's mad because now who knows what's going to happen with him, who he's going to fight. He left Eddie Hearns, and now he's calling Eddie Hearns a hypocrite. The real hypocrite is you. You're the one talking to hypocrite because you're lying to yourself. And you can't live with the fact that you did wrong, Jarrell Miller. And that's it. You know, I mean, I'm just tired of that. I'm tired of hearing him bashing him. When you had an opportunity, you blew it yourself. Nobody blew it to you but yourself. So don't hate nobody, but hate yourself. You know what I mean? That's all I got. That's all I got to say on that. Then the Bronze Bomber's always been talking and saying this and saying that. Matter of fact, now I was just reading right now in the Daily Mail of the UK. Uh, uh, Bronze Bomber's team is already said that if they were to fight, Joshua in the UK, that they would be wary because of what happened. With Dylan White and in the anti-doping body in the UK and the board of boxing of control in the UK, where they actually supposedly they said Dylan White tested positive, whatever, or failed some whatever, then they suspended him from the mandatory. But the worst part about it was that White was fighting. I think it was Takum. He was fighting. Actually defeated Takum. He was fighting Oscar. He was fighting Oscar Rivas, and he defeated Oscar Rivas. They actually approved him to go ahead and let the fight go through. And this is before this is before what happened the other night when he got cleared everything. And he said that they didn't even let Oscar Rivas know they did not let him know that White failed a doping test until after the fight. I don't know how factual that is or what it is. What they're coming out already saying is, and this is the problem we have with Wilder's team. They're coming out with excuses already. Oh, I'm afraid to go to the UK. I'm afraid to do this. This is a problem. This fight hasn't been made. Stop all that. Get the fight made. At the end of the day, you're going to lose a lot of money of it. And to bring out another point out, the AJ Ruiz fight. Do you guys know how much literally the made in that? They made 1.8 million views views with 9 different markets, and they had over 200,000 subscribers. I hate to tell you right now, I don't care what fight Wilder has, he will never be a Joshua or crowd like Joshua. I'm telling you that right now. I bet you do. Fury. So yeah. So I mean, name and I keep saying that he's rode the bike, that he was boring. I mean, even Josh Taylor came out and said I was surprised to say something like that. But the majority of boxing were really giving heads up to Josh and respected his game, and I truly agree. But put respect to Josh's name. He's back on until the Wilder faces him. Because at the end of the day, I don't think. You guys can how you guys feel. I don't think that Josh is going to chase Wilder, because the big dog on top of the mountain, we all want to see it or not, right now with the belts, and that's just facts. It's Anthony Joshua. Wilder, you want to go be a real champion? Grab your corner hornets and go up there and get it from Joshua. That's all I got to say. Let me see what you guys got to say on that. I mean, that's what Josh Taylor was saying. Josh Taylor, he was saying that he's from the UK, and he was saying that that a Bronze Bomber, even though he won the fight, and he said throughout the fight he looked like he was on the bike, whatever he wants. He said if he ever fought, when he fights for you and Wilder, so I fought and giving respects to him, then I'm going to take Lennox Lewis over Josh Taylor anything. And the majority of the comments that I've seen from all the other fighters throughout boxing, they were all heads up for Joshua. So give him respect what is due. He deserved it. I mean, wow, 41 million in pay per view. Who did that? Let me see, Mikhail. Who did that? 41 million. Well, you got if Fury decides that, so be it. But you know what? Fury's selling out, making more money than that's facts. He's from the UK and he's been here time in the US. So I mean, at the end of the day, I can't make excuses for what's up, BT? I can't make excuses for Joshua, but I will make excuses for Wilder's team. Wilder's team is not looking out for him. Okay, and he will never have any money in the bank as much as Joshua has. That's just facts. And he only has one belt. If I only have one belt and I want to become undisputed, and I've been holding this WC belt forever and a day, and now you're mad, and then you go and you criticize your stablemate Ruiz. Yes, he was wrong for becoming overweight, and he disrespected the game. Even George Foreman said that Ruiz actually disrespected the game by coming overweight, and he actually called it out. He said that weight's going to play a big factor, and he was right again. This is George Foreman saying that. So, I mean, for Joshua to go ahead now, I mean, for Wilder to go ahead and start ridiculing a stablemate because he didn't get the fight when he was supposed to get the fight with Ruiz, and he thought it was going to be easy cakewalk. Well, guess what, Wilder? If you really want those belts, you better go get the big man, and you know where he's at. He's waiting for you to give him a phone call. Yeah, I don't know about all that, how much it costs, Mikey T. I just know for all you guys that are here, please hit that like button if you haven't. Really appreciate it. If you want to give a super chat, you can also do that. We have the fighting match shirts behind me. If you want to get your favorite boxer, I really appreciate it. But to be honest, if what's his name? If Wilder wants those belts and want to reclaim his thing and make his resume the way that he be legit, stop talking, man. Get in action and do what you got to do. You got a big fight coming up with Fury, and I hope to God that you beat Fury, but I don't know how that's going to work out, how that's going to pan out. I mean, but after you do all that talking, you better go after the big dog, and the big dog right now is Joshua. You know this. Yeah, man, you're right, Eric Rosas. You're right what you're saying that that actually be a great fight, to be honest with you. What you're saying in Kwanaki, that should happen. That'd be a good fight. I mean, I honestly don't think that Ruiz to fight to fight Joshua right away. That's not going to happen. Joshua got a lot of mandatories coming up. He's got to fight. Actually, Joshua got to fight Pula. According to the I think it was IBF. So IBF, that's it. Yeah, IBF or IBO, whichever one that I pull. So I think it's IBF that says that he's got to May 31st of 2020 to fight first, and then after that, I think the WBO and 16 wants to go ahead and see if they can get that fight going also. So there's a lot of things going on. So I mean, Ruiz gonna have to take his time, learn from his mistake, and realize when there's an opportunity that you don't take it for granted. You weren't disciplined enough to understand how important it was to get those belts. You see how your life turned around from those belts, and you didn't want to go ahead and cherish it and hold on to them, and somebody took them away and drowned down and not being this. You only can you disrespect yourself. Now, Mikey T, I really don't know the prices on that. I'm just telling you the numbers that I read about. I don't know how much the pay per view was, how much it cost to happen. I'm just telling you that I got from the magazine scene and reading on social media. Whether those numbers are true or not, I'm telling you right now, Joshua sells 10 times better than Wilder will ever sell out. And what I feel is that Joshua has a lot of animosity and jealousy towards Joshua. But instead of worrying about that, he needs to focus on trying to get the belts from Joshua, get in the ring and fight him, and get a big payday that you're gonna wish you had, that you're sitting there sleeping on. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Eddie Hearn's not gonna offer you any more money. He already offered you, what, 100 million? You didn't want to take that? I'll be surprised what he's gonna offer you in your next fight. Okay, let me see. Let's come on. Let me see what we got over here. I don't know. Walter's coming up, D. Charles Walter's coming up with all kinds of excuses and this and that, and he's always just talking just like a preacher, and he doesn't make sense. You first you hate on Joshua, and then you still hate on your stablemate, but yet you haven't done your part. Stay in your lane, take care of what you're supposed to take care of. Instead of doing all that talking about Dylan White, about this person, that person, you need to go ahead and take care of business first. Let your hands talking. Wow, I mean, I didn't know how much the pay view was and all that. It's expensive, but and over here, I mean, you got the zone might be the greatest, but you got good deals on the prices and stuff. You can't beat that. Yeah, man, I mean, if you're talking about Wilder's not really fought. I mean, name me who else he fought that's legit. If you look at AJ is Parker, and now those are legitimate names. I mean, and so forth. And he's counting up who he wants to fight next, and so forth. And he's counting up who he wants to fight next, and he's had 24 fights, and he's 23-1. He's accomplished more in a short time than he's been boxing than Wilder has done in his career. Why? Because he's got a promoter that's literally making sure that he gets the fights and endorsements, something that Finley or Finkley, whatever his name is, and other people what they're supposed to do, and they're not doing that for him. You know, BT, don't make me laugh right now. BT, you're a trip, man. You gotta go laughing over here. Look at me laughing, man. Try to get this up. Help me up. Dylan White's been waiting, guys. That's what some of you guys are not failing to understand. Dylan White waited the longest time to fight Wilder, and he's getting dirt thrown on him and all this kind of stuff. When he really he wants to get in the ring with Wilder, Wilder's one's BSing around. I mean, he claims he's the greatest, but he doesn't want to fight the top dogs in the division at all. Seriously. I mean, now it's back to the same thing again. Joshua said after the fight, he said, "Give me a call. I'm ready to get it on." Okay, Wilder, fight Fury. Get through Fury first, because that's gonna be a tough fight for you. And if you get through that, then let's see what you can do with Wilder. I mean, with Joshua. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah. Okay, what Blue Sky? I don't know what point you're trying to prove. What you're trying to. I guess I'm not reading between the lines, but the bottom line is Joshua will always sell a lot more than Wilder because Wilder's not being promoted enough. Period. And he doesn't know how to promote himself as good as Eddie Hearn does with him and with Joshua. Simple as that. That's just facts. I guarantee you. You compare, like I said, you compare Joshua's earnings from the time he started boxing to what the Bronzeman was making. I guarantee probably twice as much. Easy, easy. Wilder wanted to, or Ryan Oscar said, Wilder wanted the Parker fight, but Parker came to Wilder's fight, and Wilder, my point. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Blue Sky. I guess I misunderstood. Parker came to Wilder's fight and saw him KO. Okay. You're saying so you're telling me that basically Parker got scared and went to the other side? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. Hey, you guys, like I said, subscribe, hit that button. Unfortunately, you if you haven't yet. And I fight the match. And if you want to get a chat, we can move forward. But yeah, man. So I mean, that's really is crazy. Like you just tell me right now. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna say at the end of the day, Wilder needs to Wilder needs to just fess up and be a man about it and go ahead and do what he's got to do. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, man. Wilder's not making a lot of fights, a lot of money, like everybody. He's time tired, but you got to show that when you become loyal, the bread and butter is filled on both sides. And I'm thinking, I honestly feel he's getting the low end of the stick, and that's just me saying. And I like Wilder because Wilder's got a great right hand. He's a great puncher. He's probably the hardest hitting heavyweight right now. Facts. People want to say whatever his resume, but that right hand is devastating right now. And anybody that got to get in the ring with him have to be aware of that fight and understand that that's what's gonna, So that being, you have to look at that, and Wilder needs to make his own. Wilder needs to make his own legacy of what he wants to do. He really does, and he's still got time before he gets old, and because before he don't have the same strength and still skills he has that basically makes him a champion. So, if you compare Joshua resume to Wilder's, by a long shot in 23 fights, AJ blows him away. Man, they just gotta get the fight going. I'm tired. Listen, man, they can hit whatever on the facts of the matter, whether he's British, Chinese, Japanese, whatever country he's from. If you got the belts, that's what you go after. American has to be like a legit, a real heavyweight. I mean, since when? Since Lennox Lewis, he's Jamaican, British. Since American was Muhammad Ali, right? That you have a Holyfield. And then you have you have BOWE. But I mean, you haven't had a great fighter. And right now, one thing that one of our friends, mine and Brendan's friend, Stacey McKinley, always said, he said, there's always got to be somebody to carry the torch or be the ambassador of the heavyweight division that has personality, that has charisma, that has know how to be good with the public. And let me tell you, that's big. Ali did it for so many years. You bless him, rest his soul. And you have to have that. And right now, the ambassador right now is AJ. To be honest with you, Fury is great and he's exciting, but he also can get heavyweight because of his charisma and how he relates to the public. Braun Strowman doesn't have that. Like Braun Strowman is learning that's what you have to do, but he's way behind the fight game. Oh wow! So whatever he was offered, see, the Fight Journal Boxing, whatever he was offered, $100. That's a lot of money. I mean, think about it. I guarantee you that money right there is more than he's ever had in his life. I guarantee you what he's got now in his bank, all his career fighting is not even close to that. Yeah, Elva Goddard. Fury might not be exciting, but what Fury has is he has an awkward style of boxing in the ring that no fighter can adapt to, believe it or not. You can't find, most fighters usually have sparring partners that more like can simulate the opponent they're going to fight. There is no way you can find with Fury. Fury will come in and throw, he will move around, run around, get in the corner, do all jab you, keep moving left and right, do some feints, jab, move, do all kinds of stuff. And you just can't find somebody like Fury. He's so unique in his own way on what he wants to do and how he wants to do it, that by the time you think you haven't figured him out with your sparring partners, is completely opposite of what you thought in the ring. And that's the problem that even a lot of training says that. There's one fighter that they cannot, no matter who if it's Joshua, if it's Wilder, If it's whoever it is, there's one fighter that people can't adapt to, and you know who that is, Fury. And that's the upper hand he has on a lot of the fighters. They don't know. They don't know how he's gonna. And that's gonna risk with him. You don't know how to deal with him. You know, he keeps moving. I mean, when Wilder knocked the crap out of him, he got right back from that. Fury, Fury, and let me tell you, I'll test to that. I put money on that. Fury's more popular than our American fighter, Deontay Bronson Wilder. I'll tell you that. That man's made himself go to the WWE. You guys know how wrestling is. That's popular all over. He went there and sold himself to that. Came to ESPN and Top Rank because they know the big that's out there with them. No matter what, he's going to get his name exposed. I mean, he went to the UFC, but they didn't allow it. He wanted to do so much, but he promotes himself, and he had time to do it. And he's a person that has understand. I'm going to say it again. He needs to leave his team. Yeah, you're right, Mikey T. I agree with you 100%. I don't think he'll ever do that. I think his biggest fight was going to be he's going to make money off the Fury fight, just to know how much. He's going to make money when he fights. Definitely, if they get signed up with Joshua fight, and after that, I don't know what he's going to have. But if he doesn't hurry up, man, he's going to have nothing. Now, I don't think AJ's going to do that. I think the opposite. I think that AJ, believe it or not, sometimes what's going on, Shishi? Sometimes it's completely opposite. AJ's not going to run from Fury and Wilder. Sometimes that loss that he just got from Ruiz woke his butt up, and he's appreciating those belts. And believe me, he's not going to let them go easy. I'm telling you that right now. BT says that he says the best fighter is Fury, based on styles, and of course you can't count out Wilder because Wilder got that devastating right bomb, so that's his big thing, lethal weapon he got. But at the end of the day, I'm going to say it again. I don't think Josh is running away from nobody. He's going to fight his mandatories because he said I'm going to fight my mandatories because I don't want to lose these belts. I worked so hard to either lose them, give them away, or vacate them. So I'm going to fight all my mandatories because he appreciated and got humble real quick of what happened when he lost the belts to Ruiz. Okay? It's the same thing with Ruiz. Ruiz, if you look at Ruiz's example, he didn't appreciate the belts he got. He didn't honor the belts he got. And now he's regretting that he didn't because it's a big climb for him to ever get back. And who knows if he'll ever get another chance with that. I mean, Paul Malajani was saying that he was coming out and was saying that he stuffed himself up with too much pizza and looked like a pig. He did it to himself. Okay, obviously. Right now, the best wrestler right now of the active heavyweights, I'm gonna go with for a shorter time, I'm gonna go with it's gonna be I like Joshua. Joshua got a lot of big names. As well as Fury. Fury fought some big names also. So yeah. Yeah, that's right. I like that point you said. Yeah, the chosen one boxing. You're right about that. He's had that WC belt forever, holding on forever, but he doesn't want to fight nobody, but he want to point fingers. He's only pointing fingers because, he's got deep down inside. Sometimes you got a big ego. Sometimes you got to put that to the side, and you have to say to yourself, you know what? I have to accept the fact that I'm not making what I could be making no better than that. Why do people are so warm to Joshua and so forth and Fury, not me? What am I doing wrong? Well, what you're doing wrong, you're with the wrong team, first of all. Wow. Yeah, Shishi. He never tried to unify. He kept it down on himself. And then you got Joshua being active. You got Fury being more active than he. And then he just sitting back. It doesn't matter who he fight with those belts. You want to be the undisputed and be the best heavyweight, you got to fight the best. And you haven't done that, Wilder. You have not done that. I wish you do, though. You know, I wish you do. I wish you best with Fury. I wish you best after that. Let's see. I can try to get agent. Yeah, man. Eagles Nest. You're right. I mean, they offer him $100 million. You guys can help me on this. And what I don't understand is, people say that he bet on himself, like the Wilder bet on himself to make more money on whatever the case, how he chose to. But if let me say, I'll put it this way: if I know I only got like 40 million in the bank, I'm just saying this is Wilder's account, 40 million in the bank, and my other opponent, who's been a heavyweight with the 3 belts for a shorter time with 24 fights or 23 fights at the time, has got like 160 million and close to 200 million, then there's something wrong. You make me laugh. You make me laugh, Mirko 77. Don't think you make me laugh. Let me see what she says. Yeah, I mean, his resume is better than Wilder's, point blank. You know what I mean? So Wilder just needs to fess up and do what he's got to do. This guy's laughing. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so I think the next fight that Josh is probably going to fight is going to be, regardless of what the haters want, he's going to, like I say, he doesn't want to vacate or lose his belt, just give him up like that. So he's going to fight mandatories. And I think Pulov's going to be the main one. And then after that, he'll probably most likely fight Usyk. And then from there on, he's going to start calling out names one by one. So get ready because he's coming. Yeah, even Bronze Bomber called Joshua the new Klitschko. That had me laughing. Okay, we're gonna wait. Just looking at my notes. But yeah, so I mean, you guys, let me know what you think. What's gonna happen after Fury and Wilder fight? Who you think that's gonna happen there? Yeah, I don't know about all that. Let me see. Stop. Let me see. Yeah, Blue Sky. Fury doesn't have the same power. I mean, have the that's one thing he doesn't have. He doesn't. To me, he doesn't have the power that AJ or Wilder have. That's one thing he doesn't have. But he has everything else. He can get in your head, mess with your head. He can bobble, do all that other awkwardness thing that he does. And believe me, that's is enough to him to get you frustrated and do what he wants to do to you. Miguel Simmons said Fury was probably, that's funny, Miguel. Well, of course. I mean, we RB, we know that. That's what Wilder wanted, but he didn't act upon it fast enough, and that's why he's where he's at now. Now he's pissed off because now he's got to start again dealing with Joshua. It doesn't matter what excuses he made. It doesn't matter what Jamel Big Baby Miller says or anybody else. The bottom line is AJ is the big dog on top of the mountain. Fury is a lineal champion. He's going to be problems like again for Wilder, and he's going to be problems if he fights. It's going to be problems for Joshua also. Cheers, my thing. Drink one for me. I'm drinking actually. Believe it or not, I'm drinking. I got cinnamon water, but believe it or not, I have ginger. but I just came from running. I was running for I ran almost 2 miles. So I'm trying to stay away from that. Probably on the weekends or something, I'll get myself a beer here and there. Good point, Mikkel77. My son and I were talking about that, where supposedly the El Heyman and PBC were going to come up with their own crazy belt if Ruiz would have took the belt back to the PBC stable. So I was praying to God that, and it actually worked out. I said, I hope Joshua wins those belts, because Lord knows we need some other crazy belt. BT's on. If BT's on here, he can tell you RB how he's doing. He was just on here a few minutes ago. If BT, if you're still on, people are asking how you doing, man. What you up to in the UK, and how's everything going? As far as I know, he's getting his interviews. Last time we really talked, he's getting his schedule for his interviews. As a matter of fact, today I had to call him and let him know that Ty and Booth from Echo Falls was calling him. So I don't know what happened with that, but I mean he's getting his thing. He was just on here, so hopefully he'll come back on and answer your question. If he answers, I'll let him know. Yeah, boxing now. Let me tell you, man, Joshua made adjustments to his game, whether people want to see it or not, to make sure that he didn't stay in there and fight and get frustrated with Ruiz. Ruiz tried to even in this fight, he tried to grab, when he had him on the corner, he tried to go behind him and try to use some crazy punches to see if he could get lucky, but Joshua wasn't having that. So Joshua fought a great plan, and I'm happy for him. Yeah. Beer, root beer, whatever you're drinking. Cheers to you, man. Like I said, I'm drinking some healthy drink here. I made this up myself. Ginger water with cinnamon. Oh, yeah. I was talking about that. Good point, RB. Thoughts on the Lopez Comey fight this weekend. I was actually watching them on Instagram today. I don't know if you guys seen them when they were working out. I see Lopez look good, working out with his dad. He looks focused. I just hope his mind is in the right place. Comey, he looks good also, but one thing I was reading about Comey was that I think second I forgot what was that about how does he always being to Lopez this coming when they fight in what day was it? I got over here on December the 14th, and Comey say he's used to that. Every fight he goes into, he's always been the second. He's always been the underdog, so that is not going to him. And to me, just watching Comey today, he looks bigger and thicker than Lopez. I just hope that doesn't play a big part. Cause I've seen when Comey gets his opponents in the corner, I mean he tears them up. So I just hope that Lopez is aware of that and ready to go. The Andre Charlo fight. We're going back and forth all these fights. The Andrew, what's up, Robbie? Talking about my son's on. You can ask him the Charlo and Andre fight, man. That'd be a great fight. Charlo just came out. I was reading an article about that also. Charlo just came out and was saying that the Boo Andre is hiding behind the and that he's not coming out and want to call him up for the fights and so forth and so forth. When in reality, Andre's been calling Charlo, Andre's been calling Canelo, Andre's been calling Billy Saunders, and those fights are going to come. So Charlo, just get out there and get it going. But I think that's a great fight. I've been wanting to see that. I really want to see Andre fight Canelo. My favorite thing happened. We'll have to come there. The Comey will be a good fight. You got Crawford fighting that night also. You got Michael Conley fighting some Russian dude. I mean, I don't know how big a fans of that. And then I was also reading about this thing with I don't know if you guys read this. Charlo's been running from a lot of people too. I mean, Daniel Jacobs wanted to kick his butt. I don't know if this is the same Charlo talking about, but a while back, and they didn't want no part of him either. Charles talk a lot, and if they get in the ring with the thing is, I think Andre would actually beat Charlo. If and you stay, if they don't have nothing to move, they go for the left hook a strong right for the knockout or the over left up. They just only have two things for them, and they always think that it's a great point. They always think that the Charles think that that power and staying stationary in the middle of the ring or chasing it up is going to be what's going to help them win the fights. So, but the article, the guy, there's more to fighting than just having power. And if they don't know how to adjust, I'm gonna tell you right now, if Charlo fights Andre, Andre's gonna eat him alive. Andre's gonna run circles around him, and he won't know what to do. And Andre got power too. Oh, Blue Sky, Crawford wants to move up to up to 1. I think right now Crawford's just looking for fights right now. I don't think he wants to move to 160. Wait, I think that's too much for him right now. Way too much for him. I think what he has to do is handle his business, what he's doing right now, and go from there. But right now he's not getting no fights. What do you want him to do? What's up, Aldo Pal? For all the 20 of you, please hit that like button if you haven't. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. What's Aldo Pal got to say? Well, that's a good point. I never looked at it that way. Listen, man, my gear to me hasn't impressed me at all. I was thinking about that today too. Morales, the famous boxer from Mexico, was saying that he believes that Munguia will be the next boxing. Well, I have to disagree with that. I have to disagree 100% with that, because how can you tell me that Eric Morales, I think you mentioned something? No way. After what I seen, what Munguia did against Hogan, and the other, he hasn't impressed me at all. So I'm not saying anymore. He said, "Show me." I really don't get I don't get it twisted. He's not soft at all. His style is crazy, but he's in. And the reason he's been avoided is because, one, he's a southpaw. Two, his range, his height, his movement in the ring is good. I'm telling you, nobody wants to fight him. That's why he's not getting calls. That's why he's got to do the chasing. He even told Canelo. He even told Billy Sons, "I'll go up to your weights. I'm going to be there." So he's come out and say that. Yeah, man. I don't know why it's not happening, but it should happen. I mean, maybe Eddie Hearns don't want him to be, or fears that sometimes with somewhat too with Eddie Hearns. So I don't know what's going on there. Gigi was past his prime, man. He hasn't. I mean, I think he lost it. I don't think he's that as great as he was back then. And I was a big Gigi right now. I was on a big Gigi train, but as of now, I think he's lost a lot. I don't know this. I don't know if it's hunger or there's something just not right about him. I'm telling you, Andre, nobody wants to fight. Canelo's got, like I said, Canelo's got that, whatever you want to call it, franchise belt that's so he can go fight whoever, whatever the case is, that belt, plus all the other Mickey Mouse things he got going on, and he hasn't called them out yet. I think his next fight, he said, I forgot who I was beating. I can't remember who. I should have wrote down who he wanted to fight next, and I think this guy's to fight all these crazy guys. These guys to be legit, and that's why I call him. Gigi looks, I don't know, man, he just doesn't. He just seems like crazy, man. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't see him the same. Yeah, take care, Milk 77. I appreciate you being here. Give it a like button if you haven't. And God bless you and your family. Thank you so much. What else was I going to say? Yeah, the Comey fight with Lopez. Who you guys get on that? Yeah, I mean, but Canelo, to me, Canelo's got to put it. I respect him for that. To be honest, I can't, and I still probably won't. That's just how I am. I don't do that, But yeah, that the Comey Lopez fight. Who you guys get on that fight? Who you guys didn't want that fight? Because Lomachenko's going to fight either one of those. Well, the monster's got. I just was reading about the monster. The monster. he got ordered. He got ordered by the IBF for the IBF organization that he needs to fight this Philippine fighter named Michael Das Marinas. He's 32-1 with 20 KOs, fighting the was 19-0 with KOs. So, and that happened so soon. And this Marinas, so right now, it's going to happen to the monster. He's got to fight him for his mandatory, or he loses his belt. Wow. You know what? Like I said, the bounty with Lopez, many fighters that I like Comani because last couple of fights I see, he really impressed me a lot. But if Lopez' state of mind is not there, that's what my concern. I hope he's okay. I hope his mind is fine, and I hope that he can just go straight in fighting and do what he's doing. I hope I'm not the best because the winner of this fight, the what you call it, the Diva Lomachenko. Who you guys? If Teofimo fights him, hypothetically, who you guys want to win the fight? Shishi, I know, but this guy right here, I'm looking at his record, man. His record is 30. I'm talking about Inoue the Monster. This the Philippine guy, the Philippine Michael Marinas. He's 2 with 20, and of the 30, I haven't researched on him. I just today 30 wins and 20. Tells me he got some type of power, but I don't know how hyped is that record. Seen something. You guys make me laugh tonight. When you say that, Elder Bell, when you say saying that what do they Garcia's is smoking that crap. Oh my god. Let me see. Yeah, man. If this is what I think is gonna happen with the Khamenei and the Khamenei and Lopez fight, I'm telling you straight up right now. I like Khamenei. I'm picking him to win, but I think he looks physical and strong. But I'm gonna take my shot with Fimo Lopez. If Fimo Lopez, it'd be nice to see Fimo fight Haney. The winner of that will fight the Diva. What do you guys think? Yeah, Khomeini got some power. That's what I'm saying. He looks bigger and stronger. And his mindset is, I've always been the underdog anyway in every fight I've been in my career. So what's going to make a difference? You know, I'm going to still be the same way. What's up, Enrique Luna? You make me laugh. He's yeah, man. That's good, man. I don't know what's he gonna. I can't about that. I hope that one day he does go back to Cali and goes and interviews her, and whatever, they go play ping pong, whatever, pizza, whatever. And who knows? But I honestly think she's probably, honestly, in my opinion, you never hear nothing about her relationships. You know what I mean? So those are the ones you got to watch out. See what we talked about, man. I know. I mean, I think he met her here at someone when he went to LA last. I don't know how, whatever. Yeah, man, he's got a big thing on her, man. I don't know. There's beautiful women all over. Another fight that. So yeah, that's what I like to see. I like to see her of Khomeini and Fimo Lopez fight Haney, and then Haney, the winner of the fight. Another thing that was okay. Hey man, if the guy got the looks, the guy got the charisma, and he just attracts people, and the social media and whatever the case may be, and it helps him to professional. Like that's for rip, rip his heart out. And no, I'm talking about Tank. Tank and Gamboa can be fighting soon. I mean, I think. And who you guys got on that fight, man? Who you guys got? Tank Davis against Gamboa, the Cuban. I think he was 2-time and 3-time champion. Who you guys got on that? You know, that'd be a good fight there, man. Tank ain't no joke, though. Who do you guys? If Tank and like I say, Tank and Gamboa coming up fight, who you guys got in that fight? That's gonna be a big fight. You know, I think Tank gonna fight him, but I mean, you got Ryan Garcia calling him out, man. He's not ready, man. He don't want no Tank smoke. Let me tell you, man. Gamboa's back. He looks good. He's training hard. He's really focused. And you can see that Tank is training for him too, because he was at his press conference when he had his daughter. He said, "Hey, this is going to be one of my best opponents that I face, so I can't take him lightly. So it's not going to be an easy fight for either of them. I just think that Tank is a little better and he's got more power than he does. I think, and then I think Tank's going to come out with the win. But Garcia better not even think about getting with Tank. Yeah, man, Gamboa looks like very serious, but I was watching him training. I was looking up at some stuff on Instagram, seeing him work out. Like, he's really serious too, man. So, and you know, the Cuban fighters, man, they don't lay down easy. I'm telling you that right now. So, and him being a champion and want to be claimed again, I mean, it's be tough though, because Tank is no joke either. Yeah. Hell, pal, you're right about that one, man. He get chewed out real quick. He's a lot. I think he's a lot heavier and a lot stronger than Garcia. I'll put it that way. But Garcia has the speed, but quick. He's fast, but they both quick. Yeah, man. Let me tell you, man. When Gamboa fought Crawford, what? Crawford made it look like he was nothing, and that'll affect any fighter. But I'm not gonna discredit any Cuban fighter because they've been through a lot in their lifetime anyway. Believe me, if you back, you can do it. But Davis gonna go. What you say? He says, "Steak Davis." Yeah, man. You can thank you can thank Floyd Mayweather for that one, man. He just don't want to put him in with the big fights. Simple as that. He doesn't want to put him with the big. And then I don't like about when Floyd's around. Tank doesn't, man. He just lets Floyd do all the talking and everything. Guys, earlier the Chavez and fight is going on. Jacobs. And the funny part about it is that I guess in order for the fight to go on, it's crazy, man, how people do things on here. And Chavez actually, let's see, I got the Nevada, the Nevada body of boxing over there, and all this other crazy stuff. The fight can actually happen. When I read that, I was dying. I was like, this guy's slick. I mean, something that happened, but actually, if he's cheating and not doing the right, then he don't, he doesn't need to be there doing crazy stuff. That's what I heard. Nah, man, all Floyd's doing, all he's gonna do is exhibition and make money. Like, he ain't gonna come back doing MMA and real boxing. He's done with that. His father even said he doesn't want him to come back. You're right about that, Elder Pal. Every dog, nobody's unbeatable. Every dog can have a bad day. to Joshua. So I'm not saying that. I just think knowing Tank, man, Tank is a beast. And I'm not saying Gamboa isn't, but Gamboa is true what they said. Gamboa hasn't been the same since he lost to Crawford. That's so true. I don't know about that one tip now. See, I don't know if that actually was true or not. Hit that like if you haven't. I appreciate it. Fighting Man t-shirts and super chat if you want anything will help. But the like button would be great too. I don't know if it was actually faked or not. A fake crash on Spence. I don't know because at mugshot he looked like he was drunk. Look at his eyes. Look at Spence's eyes. They, when he hit his life could have been gone. Okay, hold on. No, I don't think they fought yet. I don't think they're fought. But if if I'm gonna say if Chavez fights Canelo, I mean fights Jacobs and beats him, then that could be Cinco de Mayo, May 5th fight for Canelo, and it'll be big for Mexico. But Chavez, the problem with Chavez, what I've been hearing from all his fights, most of his fights always have some kind of how you say, something's always wrong with it. Something he always doesn't. He's not doing right. He's cheating. He's not doing nothing, and whatever the case may be, carrying himself professional like his father. If his father says, I don't want to go training with you no more because you're embarrassing me," that just tells you a lot about his son. So I mean, he actually had to, Eddie Hearns had actually go to have the fight be put in across the other state in Phoenix because had a athletic commission over there. I mean, yeah, it actually evens out better if it's like that because they evenly match. I mean, you have to also look at the styles of the fighter and look at their skills. Are they slow? Are they stiff? Do they beat and what? Do they beat and move, beat and weave? Do they actually quick? Do they jab? Do they have a strong jab? All these things go into play. So you can be tall, you can be the size, but you can't if you don't have the skills to fight. Something to overtake the next opponent. Then what good is it? Tank has been ducking for like 2 years. Well, I mean, like I said, she a lot of it is not Tank. A lot of it is the Floyd Mayweather. He's the one that's controlling everything behind closed doors. And to be honest with you, Tank's tying to them, and whatever Mayweather says, that's what's going to happen. Let me tell you, tip, and now let me tell you, Devin Haney is a class man. That's a young kid. He puts his time in the ring, fights all the time, trains hard. And when you start giving money out there in the streets in LA to the homeless and trying to feed the homeless, it says a lot about that young guy. And I like him. I like him because he works hard in the gym. He's always dead on it, and he's very skilled. And he's even called out half of these people. Nobody's answered to him yet. So don't sleep on him because he's coming. Sometimes fighters, what happens is sometimes we get used to seeing fighters a certain way, how they fight their fights, whether it's an excited fight, fight that we used to fight style. When we don't see that in the next fight, we're like, oh, he just had a bad day. It's like you going to work. You might be the best worker in your job, and your boss calls on you all the time, and he knows you can do 3-4 things at one time, and you can macromanage this, and you can do all this, and you're really good. But there's that one day you're like, F it, I don't want to do this right now. I'm just tired. I want to just take it easy. I'm not saying that that's what David Hayne does, but sometimes you have those fights with the style that we are looking in that fight that we used to see, we don't see, and we tend to think there's something wrong with it, but it's not. Yeah, man. Gore Stevens fights Josh Warrington. Woo! That'd be fire there, man. That'll be a big step up for him. Warrington, I mean, when he first fought Lee Selby for the title, nobody counted him to win that title, but he tore up Lee Selby, and he has continued since then. So that'll be a war. If that fight ever happens, does happen for the New York. That's why I'm gonna go for the kid from New Jersey. Koshi, is he? I mean, my son will tell me, but I don't know much about the Japanese fighting. I haven't looked into that. As I do more research and read more, I give him a custom. But what do you see in Koshi Tanaka that makes you feel that he's the best 3-year-old? What better than the other 23-year-olds in the division? The best. What the kid you think that? Oh man, that's hard to say. But I'm gonna say I grew up with the Mike Tyson, Riddick Bowe, Holyfield era. I see Muhammad Ali. I remember Muhammad Ali beating Michael Spinks, Leon Spinks, Larry Holmes, Ken Norton. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to say, but that's the era that I grew in. Yeah, heavyweights, like I said, every ever has one. But I grew up in, like I told, in that era where I seen a lot of big fights. But I mean, I was just talking about the heavyweights the other day, and man, when you got Ernie Shavers, you got Joe Wolcott, you got those are boxing greats. You got George Foreman. I mean, you're naming greats of all greats. You know what I mean? And you got Ali era. You have I remember Ken Norton. There's so many great fighters. I mean, but for me, I think the era that I like the most probably Lennox Lewis, Holyfield. I told you that's the era I like the most. Holyfield, Lennox Hill, Holmes, Foreman, Ken Norton. I remember seeing him. I mean, there's so many of them. Man, I remember that fight, man. Holmes was Cooney. I didn't see the fight, but I remember reading about the fight. And Cooney was big back then too, the 80s and 90s, 70s or 79, 79, 80s. I remember that. I remember that fight. I'm not gonna. I mean, that's what they say, but it's not really even the promoters. I mean, it's just if you look at a tank size and you put it next to Ryan Garcia, that's like putting a steak and having a wishbone next to you. There's no meat on the wishbone. That's Ryan Garcia. Yeah, Jerry Cooney, like I was telling you, I mean, I remember him, man. Yes, I did. Matter of fact, he was talking about the reason Joshua fight. I mean, he was saying that he couldn't believe that how big what's the name Maurice was. Yeah, man, Jerry Cooney was big back then. Ray Mercer. Uh, there's a lot of great fighters out there that come to mind. Me, like I said, I grew up there. I remember Ali, Michael Spinks, Leon Spinks. What I told you. I mean, Jerry Cooney did his thing, but yeah, he wasn't. He wasn't. I mean, like you say, he was overrated. In fact, that people still they made a lot of him, but he wasn't. To me, the greatest of the greatest. But I don't know if it was John Cena. Here you go, John. We talking W now. Hit that like button. I haven't did. I really appreciate it. My favorite heavyweight of all time. You know why it's tough for me? I remember seeing Ali. You know what? I like Mike Tyson also. I like beat up people. Larry Holmes was good. But I'm gonna tell you who my heart really goes for. It's Ernie Shavers, man. The more I read about him, the more I'm liking him more. we're gonna tell you something else. I told you that. You see, there's other fights coming up too, man. There's that. What do you guys think about? We're talking about Munguia. We're talking about him. What do you think about that fight? They're supposed to be fighting January 11th, Munguia versus Spike O'Sullivan. What kind of fight is that? It's a freaking joke, if you ask me. Yeah, man. Everybody says Ali. Ali's tough. Ali was a tough. He was a tough. He was no joke in the ring. I love Marciano. Marciano, I always talk about him too, but recently I've been reading about Ernie Shavers. But Marciano was very dedicated to his training. When I heard McKinley from Stacey McKinley, who trained Mike Tyson and came from the Emmanuel Stewart in the Cronk in Detroit, he was telling me that he was saying that I'm getting confused. Don Turner. That Marciano spent 8 months in the gym, 5'10", 185, or something like that. He was real short too. No, I didn't see it. BT probably know, but I didn't get to see that. He'll probably be closer to Marciano, probably be closer to a cruiserweight than a heavyweight. But if he fought, he still would be a beast. He was a beast back then. He was a beast. He was first undefeated before Floyd Mayweather and so forth and so forth. Yeah, Shishi, I got you on that one. But Marciano, the thing about Marciano, he's great. I think his training played a lot. He was a beast, and that helped a lot when he got in the ring. And just think about this guy that worked for 8 months in the gym and comes out and fights you. You know he's gonna be ready. Man, that's a good question. The chosen one, Willie Pep and Pernell Whitaker. Woo! Willie Pep was no joke either. I don't know much about him. I heard him. I have to read up on him, but I know more Pernell Whitaker. So let somebody enlighten me on that one. Yeah, only 185 back then. You're right about that, Rocky Marciano. I mean, if you like you missed the Friday night fights, was it telling me this? Let me tell you, Tim, tell you. I mean, what I usually do, I on Google or YouTube, and I heavyweight boxing, middleweight fighters. What I want to see, last week, I think the other day, I was telling my son was here. Last fight I asked him for was I want to watch Roberto Duran, the Sugar Ray Leonard fight. I don't know why. That's what I wanted to see. So I mean, nowadays you got technology where you can see that whatever you want, even with the Wi-Fi. And make it a night by yourself. Watch sport. I watch with my son sometimes. Sometimes my son wants to about some fighter. We just want to do that. He probably. But you know what? I don't even like talking about Kovalev. I mean, it's good you guys thought about it, but I can't talk about him. I can't. I lost all respect for Kovalev too. You know, I don't care if he had problems, whatever he did with that woman, he did, but for him not to even go ahead and go along with all that because he was whatever he was going on with him, I just kind of lost it with him. I don't even follow him no more. What's you telling me? That's you better LA, man. Pick her up. You don't want to get leftovers. You about that, champ. I thought Enrique was telling me that you were talking about him to her. Hey, Sanisa, if you're watching this live, True School Sports, we got love for you here in this channel. So, yeah, man, Tommy Hearns had those thin legs, but he would get in there. He would fight with the best of them. Yeah, I remember watching Tommy Hearns with Sugar Leonard, with Marvin. And that's not I grew up with. What's it from Panama? Durant. I grew up with fighters, my time. Yeah, change is good too to get rid of it. What's the purpose of it if you're not going to have exciting cruiserweight fights? One time, Ron was thinking about cruiser trying it out. Too big for that. He, he belongs right with the heavyweight division. Yeah, man, I would take her over Spence. We can argue all that all day. I would take her over Spence. You know. Well, once used the chosen one, once cruiserweight, he had his goal when after he beat up in his goal. He said, "My goal is to heavyweight division and unify the cruiserweight." He's always said what he wants. I'm trying to tell you, Josh was one of my favorites as far as being the. If right now it's a heavyweight skill, I love skill wise. I put Usyk. I'm not saying power. I'm saying his skill set and mind in the ring is real good. I rate him high. All 14 you, please make sure you hit that 15 you hit. Please hit that like button for me. Really appreciate it. Thank you for being with me. Yeah, man. I'll tell you, Brian. I'm not really into that KSI in soap opera BS. To tell you the truth, it's not exciting. It doesn't excite me at all. But I know a lot of people buy it, and a lot of people want to see it. So yeah. So I mean, it is what it is with that. I don't really. Even Eddie Hearns likes it too. But I get it. Eddie Hearns says that he like as far as the Joshua fighting, and I think Joshua should just fight back in the UK. But Eddie Hearns saying that if he puts a fight in the UK, they're not going to make as much money right now. Everything is money. And then he also came out and said that if Josh wanted to fight in Nigeria, that wouldn't be possible because there's no money there. So at the end of the day, Eddie Hearns is looking to make money for himself and for Joshua. But I think uh, also to the UK people and to Joshua to fight in the UK, regardless of what the next fight's going to be. And they're getting fighting Pulev, please. Yeah, man, but Josh already made. I don't know how much money he made for Eddie Hearns and Matchroom and the Zone. So what do you think he's gonna do now that he got the belt spot? He's gonna make him more money. So why not honor him? Have a fight with Pulev right there in the UK, and worry about the bigger fights that are coming up. Whether it's Wilder, Fury, take whoever's next. Pulev is just who's gonna be able to beat Josh. I don't see it. I don't think it's gonna be as popular like they say like the UFC and the MMA is a lot popular than and all this other stuff. Not going to last long. I don't think it will. And a lot of things with that is the same thing with boxing and wrestling. You got to have all these bodies approving it throughout a lot of states, and a lot of states don't approve that. I don't know. I don't know what Paul Montala's taste is on that. What is his opinion on that? I would like to hear it. Yeah, I don't watch the band. I don't watch none of that stuff. I don't really don't. But watching it time, I think the one was the one with Malajani, whatever his name is, the Paul Malajani. That other than that, I don't not really into. Wow, I don't know who that is. That's boxing or is that man? That's a man. Never pay again. Like I told you, Mayweather uh hasn't been in much, and who knows what this put in for, you know, put in for a dehydration clause and all stupid shit. Anyways, he's a fraud. Nah, man, I don't want to see no Mayweather fights. I mean, Pacquiao went to the PBC. I think he got more fights over there. But I mean, honestly, he's the only fight that he really needs to, what he really wants to fight again is Mayweather. I don't think Mayweather's even serious to even get in the ring with him. You know, so I don't know how much longer Pacquiao's gonna fight. I mean, he's doing great, but I think his dream fight is just to go ahead and fight Mayweather and then retire. Rocky Ruiz and Johnny Tap. Yeah, I forget his name. Yeah, you got a little Johnny Tap, him. He's losing one of these. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that no more. I'm done with that. They should fight what the people fight. You know, we want to see Canelo. Canelo even said that he wanted Mayweather to, to make up for the fight that he had last time when he was young. But you know what? I don't want to see Mayweather nowhere. Mayweather made his money. Let him live his life. Move on. Supposing in the Golden Boy stable, it's supposed to be Garcia. I don't see that happening. The guy, like I think he's pretty top ranked though is Virgil Ortiz. I like him a lot, man. I think he's gonna be a champion someday. Virgil Ortiz. Canelo needs to first fight Joe Saunders or Andre and move on. I mean, that's the way I see it. I don't care what new fighters are up there. I like Gotti. Gotti, yeah, Gotti. I mean, Gotti was no joke, man. Rest in peace. I don't know about you. I just lost respect for him and Cole, whatever you want to call that fight. And then when my son showed me, I looked up a lot of his. He's always got the dehydration clause. I'm not really fond of that, to be honest with you, at all. I mean, either way, whether you lose it, you win it, whatever, it's gonna get passed on sooner or later because your time is up. That's just the way it is. Yeah, I like Laura too, man. I remember seeing stuff. I like Laura, man. Laura's coming up, and I mean, I like to him, even though he doesn't have to switch. Jerry Hurd doesn't have the belts. I would like him to get it on him again for a rematch. I think Laura would beat the crap out of him this time around. That's my opinion on that. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of fights coming up. I'll go to December 13th. You got Virgil Ortiz and Brad Solomon. I like Virgil. I'm going to be like, I'm going to see how he does. And then, Hills. And on the card is Comain was going at it. I'm excited about Michael Conlon. Wait, killer him. Why you like that? You just got humbled by the Pac-Man. Shit, well, you get knocked out, man. If they hit you in the right place or behind your ears or by where your equilibrium is at, forget about. You're not gonna nothing. You're not gonna feel it. You don't even know where you're gonna be at. I'm telling you that right. If you get, I did see this British fighter that was fighting on the undercard of the Raising Joshua Price. I forgot Price, Pokey Price, young prospect, but he really looked good. Young, had nice combinations and everything. And please, my son BT's. I don't know. I think yeah, I think definitely back then in Floyd. Yeah, I think that I don't know if it broke records, but it was one of the biggest fights. I mean, go crazy with Rocky. Yeah, I don't know why. What do you think about Daniel Dubois? What do you guys think about him? What day he's fighting, but he's fighting. I mean, coming. I could see him fight Wilder. He's getting by Frank Bruno from the British ex-British champion. That's the man you all better watch out in the heavyweight class. You haven't heard much about him, but he's coming up. Daniel Dubois. Yeah, he's on the rise, man. I was watching on Instagram. That guy has some crazy. He was doing some crazy stuff. He had a big chain, like a big, I don't know, 50-pound chain, some kind of heavy. He's doing some crazy stuff. He's ready. I'm telling you. Yeah, I mean, even if he fights that Japanese, I really don't care. I want to get better and better, but he's gonna eventually have to get the big fights. It's coming. He already said after this year, next year, by next year, he wants to have big fights, and it's coming. I think he's ready for that. I ain't gonna lie. That's a good fight over there that Frank Warren has. One of the best over there. That's his money maker. You know. Yeah, he's no joke. I tell you. Come on, BT. Ted Cheeseman. He retired, didn't he, BT? I think he retired. I'm not defending him, believe me. I'm not defending by no means. I'm not by no means. Floyd was always been. He did not fight a lot of the fighters in their prime. Hey man, the Mexican people love him regardless of how we want to say it. I guess he's just trying to promote himself more. But if they accept him, what we're gonna do? What the hell happened here? He said. I mean, Floyd's done a lot. I mean, he's fought guys. Not that he didn't fight all the guys he should have fought in their primes either. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, but regardless how we see it, he's gonna argue the point. I'm the only undefeated guy. He's not better than that Japanese guy that's like, I forgot what he is, like 16 something. But he fought a bunch of bombs. Doesn't matter. He's still undefeated. Oh shit. You got what other name? What other young heavyweights think are gonna come up and do some damage besides Dubois that can challenge him? You guys think about that? Oh, Charles Langford. Man, let me tell you, man, Floyd. I like Floyd when I like the younger, pretty boy Floyd. I liked. He was very aggressive. He went in there and tore the opponent when he was coming up, and then all of a sudden he got to the sweet science of boxing. And I'm not hating on that, but I just thought I like the old, well, if you want to call it the new one. I'm telling you, Floyd didn't care. I mean, look where Floyd came from, and he did it. So you can't take that. You can't take that away from him. You know, he actually did it. So we can't hate on that. You just only can appreciate it and move on from there. But I mean, I like that style better. I always like aggressive fighters. I tell it to my son all the time. I like an aggressive fighter. I don't know why he wins or not. That's what I get. I like to see a fight that's aggressive and moves on from there. You know what I mean? That's what I like. I'm not gonna change my way for that. I got that's the only fight that I like. I don't know, man. We can say what we want. We really don't know what actually happens behind closed doors. You know, we only can assume. Chavez is a joke. I said that before, and I'll say it again. He was a joke. Honestly, he still is a joke. The junior, not the senior. What do you guys think about if Dubois moves up and he actually starts fighting? Who you guys want to see Dubois fight first as for a title shot? Yeah, man, I remember that fight. Judah. I mean that he knocked out me. Yeah, man, I remember that. And of course, oh, okay. I see what you guys are saying. I'm sorry. Yeah, man, that was crazy, man. We got knocked down, and it was actually a knockdown, and then they counted it. Chisora. He's just, man, Chisora be a good fight for anybody. I mean, oh, you want to see Chisora fight Dubois? Dubois got some strength, man, raw strength, but Chisora is no back down either. But I would have to go with Dubois. No, man, you can't try to be, you're gonna have the genes of your father, whether it was baseball, football, basketball, boxing, but you're not gonna be that. You're not gonna be your father. If your father's like one of the greatest, you only cause trouble. They're just trying to say in basketball that what's the name? LeBron's son is almost like him or something. He goes to high school. All the high schools packed already, like it was when he was young. It's crazy. That'd be good, but isn't Chris Arola, what's his name is? Didn't he just retire from boxing though? His last fight was was it like 6 months ago, or 5 months, or a couple months ago, and he literally like retired from boxing. So that would have been nice, but he's done. You know, he's done. So, oh mate, crazy. What's up, boss? Yeah, you're right, Elder Pal. That's a problem too. You know, he got everything. Chavez got everything in his hands. And he doesn't appreciate anything. Part of it is because sometimes us parents give our kids more than what we should, and now we're paying the price for it. Chavez, I mean, Chavez Senior did. I mean, he had to work all his way back up to get where he's at, and to have that fame, and to this day still be honored by the Mexican people. But Chavez has always been this spoiled little brat. Doesn't know how to respect the game on himself. That's a problem. We have kids and we try to give them everything. You just can't do that all the time, you know. Yeah, some all these kids today expect to get everything for free ride. That's not happening. Even Fury said, "I'm not giving. I have all this money. I'm not going to give all this money to my kids. Yeah, they're going to help, but he said, I'll make them work for it. You know, where Fury came from to where he's at now. I mean, he even said that. I've heard other stars say the same thing, but one thing is saying it and actually doing it. Let's see what else we'll talk about. We got this, that, yeah, Pula fight. Pula, I don't think Pula's gonna be. I think he's gonna be a walk in the park for Joshua. To be honest with you, I'm telling you that straight up. I don't know. I mean, Pula, I don't think he'll beat Joshua. And Usyk, he's good, but I'm gonna take Joshua in that fight myself. What do you guys think? For 11 of you guys, please hit that like button if you haven't. Let's see what else got over here. 12 of you guys, if you're still here, go ahead and hit that like button. I appreciate it. What the hell's this? Let's see. That's a good question. For some fighters, for some father and son combinations, it's actually worked out pretty good. Look at Ryan Garcia and his crazy father. Look at Showtime Porter and his father. So for father and son combinations, Teofimo and his father, it works out pretty good. But for some other sons, it could be difficult because you get a lot of pressure, and you know your father's there, and you can't deal with that. I actually like how Holyfield's bringing up how his son's coming up now. His son, the young Holyfield, Evan Holyfield. He doesn't give him pressure. He's not there in the ring. He's not involved with that. But he pulls him to the side, gives him tips, and he's there to support him. Sometimes it's the best way because it gives too much. It could put a lot of pressure on the kids for sure, depending on the father. I've seen some fighters. I'm not gonna mention no names where the father, uh, he never lived the dream of actually fighting, but he wants to live his dream through his son, and his son's trying to honor him and do that. But at the same time, I don't think he's actually son's doing it because he wants to do it. I think he's doing it because he's pressured by his father. That's not good. If your kid don't want to do something they don't want to do, it's not good. And it's not good if the kid doesn't feel good having you in the corner, then it's not a good thing. Yeah, what's his name, Tsu? If you got something going for him, then so be it. Yeah, you can see it. You can tell when people, the young fighters coming out, what the career is going to be like. and you watch them long enough and study them pretty much. Yeah, like I said, you got that. I mean, so yeah, the pressure. What do you guys think about the judging, man? I think it's come up with a better system. I was telling my son that they should come up with like a I don't know, a 3D system or something where they can see the other. Sometimes the judges only see one side of the fight; they don't see literally everything. And I don't know what the qualification is to be a judge because I mean that was the name's Beard Lady, whatever her name is, and the husband's a referee. They I mean, they look so retarded. More the judges. I don't know what the qualifications are, but I think just come up with a better system. What do you guys think? Should boxing come up with a better system in judging, or come up with another way? And that what is it called? Punching box. Whatever where they count all the punches and all this, and also about done by hand and this and that. It's got to be a better system. Believe me when I say that. How many times we see fighters that threw better punches by higher percentage according to the whatever it's called, punch thing, and they don't get the fight won, but you know they clearly won. I mean, I mean, there's so much going on in boxing we don't know anymore. But I'm telling you right now, you got Fimo, you got I like this guy that came out from Davie, also the Puerto Rican guy from Sayas. I like him a lot. He fights for Top Rank, and I think he's gonna come Puerto Rican fighter, and he's coming out to fight too. So I can't wait to see that fight. Oh, yes, that was supposed to say about that. What do you guys think is the? I always say ask this question, just ask it. In your opinion, what is the best? I know you guys are not boxers, but I'm not either. What's the best equipment out there for boxing? What you recommend? No, I'm not here to do that, man. I'm not here to talk about nobody's channels. I'm here to talk me and boxing and just enjoy myself, and that's basically it. But- And that's basically it. I'm here to enjoy myself, uh, enjoy the party about boxing, and speak about what I think about. That's it. I can get on the channel about two sports. I get hits them and I support who I want to. I don't want to get into all that. Yeah, man. The truth, I always say, I mean, how they doing that? Like, literally, you can't watch the fight from a 3D, see all the angles of the punches are being thrown. So how can you just sit there and just sit there? But I don't know how that works. But I guess just mark them. They go by that. And if they go by that, then some fighters win. But for some reason, it never adds up. Oh, for a living, I mean, it's nice, man. If you got money, you can go to the beaches, you go to the club life. Um, Good thing you don't see snow. If you're up from the up north or Canadian or wherever, you don't have all that. You just have nice sun, lower 50s if that's the lowest, and that's considered winter, but it's great. You got a lot of beautiful honeys at the beaches. You can go to all the beaches, take out the girls, and nighttime go to South Beach and go party. So there's a lot of things to do here in Florida, but it's hard living. The rent's high, all crazy stuff. I mean, I always say Florida's catered for the people that got a pension or retire. Yeah, that'd be good, John. That's a good idea as far as judging. I want this guy. I mean, you have to like if you're gonna do if you're gonna sit there and lie and do crazy stuff on other channels and don't get the stuff right, that's not up to me to to make the decision that because I'm not worried about it. As long as I know that what I'm doing my work and looking for information and it's factual and I actually like a lot of stuff I got was from the daily it's called a Daily Mail of the UK and boxingscene.com, then and it's legit information, then I'm okay with it. I can't worry about what other channels talk about pointing fingers to other people. Yeah, man. Take care, Fast 444. Don't forget, give me a like if you haven't yet. And God bless. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. If they do it in, they should do it here. Like, they may have like maybe three judges on one side, three judges on the other side. And the more is they have, the better accuracy the punches they can compare and make better accurate in the score. Oh, man, you just got a Charlie Hills. That's not good. What happened there? Don't even want to ask. Yeah, guys. So like I said, if you got ideas of you know, what subjects you want me to bring about and talk about, I'm gonna try to get more up and current on a lot of this stuff and what's going on because every day it changes, and I'm gonna try to be consistent with these lives. Hopefully, BT will get it. We'll do a live with you guys, and me and him can coordinate this. But if you guys have any other ideas that you want us to talk about, just put it out there, and we do the best that we can. Any division that you guys want to specifically speak about, any subjects that you want us to specifically talk about, just let us know. Dang, you're talking about Tito Trinidad, man. Puerto Rico, man. One of the best. He was, but again, like I said about money, man, he lost a lot of money, man. Sometimes you get your managers, you get the wrong people to take care of your money that you truly trust. And some of these managers' finances and money, he lost a lot of money that he wasn't even aware of, man. You have to trust a lot of people that you have to make sure where the money to some people that you can trust and check out your money all the time. He lost a lot of money, man. He's never going to get it back, and I'm sure he regrets it now. You know, to some even some manager and run off with your money. So when it comes to money and finance, boxers need to move very. Even your relatives that work with you, trainers that work with you, money is beautiful things, and people sometimes free. Yeah, guys. So I'm gonna thank you guys for being here, and thank you tonight for all you guys that were here. Uh, Thank you again. Hopefully tomorrow I might come on or myself on either way. I'll let you know. Thank you for supporting the channel, talking to me, giving me the likes, and thank you for everything. You guys have a blessed night. Remember, talking boxing is all about opinions, what people feel, and it's a universal thing. I don't know about that one, Fernando. I got to look at that one, but at the end of the day, I know that Trinidad lost a lot of money. That's sad, man. But you guys take care. Have a good night. God bless to you all. Thank you for tuning in. Like I say, between me and BT, we're gonna get this True School Street thing going when he gets here, and probably go to more jams. And I'm gonna do myself what I can once I get going. But right now, I just thank you guys for your support. You all have a blessed night, and until next time.